नारायणं श्यामं सितं द्विभुजमेव चतुर्भुजं च त्वं भक्तिधर्मतनयं शरणं प्रपद्ये। सहजानंद स्वामी महाराज की जय। घनश्याम महाराज की जय। स्वामीनारायण भगवान की जय। Jai Swaminarayan to all the devotees, all the Gurukul alumni present in today's Thursday Satsang. Congratulations for joining this Thursday Satsang. You have invested your time in this spiritual session. Today, we have a session and topic is very much relevant to the present time. You know what is going on nowadays in India and around India, right? Today's topic is the war. Is it violence or a welfare? How do we see war as, right? Nowadays, many incidents happen and still happening. So many times we have this question that fighting, war, battle, all these are called as violence. These all are the acts of violence. Yes or no? Right? But my question to you is war a violence or a welfare? What do you think? What is your opinion? I request everyone to share your opinion in the chat box. I open the chat box. I am reading your messages here. Open the chat box and type in the chat box, is war a violence or a welfare? Is it in the favor of society or against the society? What do you think? Come on, write in the chat box. I am reading all of your reply in the chat box. I request everyone participate. I request all the alumni post your reply in the chat box. Violence, welfare is in favor of society. Okay, it's violence, purely violence. Oh, nice. Dependent on for what? Okay, Swamiji. Is in favor of society, last option to attain welfare. Superb. Nice answer. Welfare, violence, violence, welfare, dharma. Right? War is dharma. Violence to attain welfare, violence. Violent conflict. Okay, good. According to Bhagavad Gita, welfare first. If not possible, then violence is the step to take. Okay, it's violence. Mostly whenever the war happens, it has a lot of violence. Thousands of people die and thousands of children become orphan, women become widows, isn't it? Depends on situation and requirements. Okay, war is violence, not welfare. It destroys lives, not supports growth. Superb. War is destruction, peace is construction. Very good. Superb. So very much happy to see your replies and we can have better clarity to this session. In Sikshapatri, Bhagavan Swaminarayan said this. What Bhagavan Swaminarayan said? Na kartavyam mahinseva dharmaha proktosti yan mahan. Non-violence is described as the highest dharma in all the scriptures. In Sikshapatri, Bhagavan Swaminarayan said this, that Non-violence is the highest dharma in all the scriptures. Now, if we see that when there is a big war going on, big battle going on, how can we justify that that battle is non-violence, an act of non-violence, isn't it? According to Bhagavan Swaminarayan's statement, war is a violence. Yes or no? Right? Because we should not kill anybody, we should not kill. Bhagavan Swaminarayan said we should not kill even a small living beings, right? How can we kill human being? So today in this session, we are going to understand how to see war. What could be the right perspective to see the war, right? As you know, that nowadays Operation Sindoor and these all things are going on. So many people, they are replying and they are saying that stop the war, we want peace. War is a violence, show the wisdom, deal with maturity, and so many such statements. And nowadays, inside the country, outside the country, one more war is going on. That is the war of narratives. Different people are giving their different narratives, different perspective, and people are listening, people are waiting and watching what is happening, right? But today we are going to understand through the eyes of scriptures, through the eye of spirituality, how to see war as. Is it just an act of violence? We should always avoid it. It is always destructive. Today we are going to get that clarity. Now the question is, why does God appear on the earth? What Lord Krishna said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. When does God appear on the earth? When? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. What Lord Krishna said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. When does God appear on the earth? For this reason, right? When dharma declines and adharma dominates, God says that I appear on the earth. See, there are so many incarnations of God, right? Mainly we consider the Shavatar, 10 incarnations of God. And all those 10 incarnations came on the earth for what? Most of the incarnations came on the earth for peace or for war. Let me present one by one, right? Varaha Avatar, right? Bhagavan Narayan has assumed a form of pig as Hiranyaksh have taken earth to the Patal Lok. To get back that earth, Bhagavan Varaha has fought with this Hiranyaksh. He killed Hiranyaksh and brought back the earth. So Varaha Bhagavan has battle with the Hiranyaksh, right? Varaha Bhagavan did not go and he did not give counseling to Hiranyaksh. That why you should not do like this, please try to understand better. Isn't it? Bhagavan Varaha did not do such kind of counseling. He went and fought fiercely and defeated and killed, finished Hiranyaksh and brought back the earth to its right place. Similarly, Nrsimha Bhagavan, how Nrsimha Bhagavan furiously killed Hiranyakashipu, younger brother of Hiranyaksh. Varaha Bhagavan came to kill Hiranyaksh. Nrsimha Bhagavan came to kill Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu has tried all the ways to kill Prahlad. And to protect Prahlad, Bhagavan Nrsimha, they appeared. And Bhagavan Nrsimha also, they did not give any chance that I am giving you last warning, please understand, otherwise I will kill you. No. Once Nrsimha Bhagavan appeared ferociously, Nrsimha Bhagavan has tear off the body of Hiranyakashipu, and he finished and he protected his beloved devotee Prahlad. Right? So this is another incarnation of God appeared not for the peace, for the fight, for the battle, for the war. Now, another incarnation of God is Parshuram, Bhagwan Parshuram. Bhagwan Parshuram appeared for what? When Bhagwan Parshuram saw that all those Kshatriyas, they are troubling people, then for 21 times, Bhagwan Parshuram wandered across the world and killed all those Kshatriyas, all those wicked kings and wicked people, and they have finished. So Bhagwan Parshuram did not show any mercy on them, did not give any second chance. 21 times, finding each and every one, and they have finished. Bhagwan Parshuram appeared not for the peace, but to kill these wicked people, isn't it? This is another incarnation of God, Bhagwan Parshuram. Then another incarnation of God is Bhagwan Sri Ram. Bhagwan Sri Ram also has killed thousands of demons, devils, wicked people, and Ravan. Right? And Bhagwan Sri Ram, though Bhagwan Sri Ram's nature was so merciful, so soft, but even though Bhagwan Sri Ram has battled and ferociously killed all those demons and devils. Right? Another incarnation of God is Lord Krishna. Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself has waged the Mahabharat war, isn't it? When Arjun said that, how can I fight against my Bhishma Pitama, my Guru Dronacharya and my brothers? How can I fight against them? But Lord Krishna himself said that, no, you should, because this is not just a war. This is a war for Dharma. Lord Krishna prepared Arjun for the war, and Arjun has fought. So Mahabharat war, right? Then in future, Kalki Bhagavan is going to take incarnation. And what he is going to do? He is going to convince all those evil devil people, and Kalki Bhagavan is going to give a wonderful scientific counseling. That see, you people should not fight. You people should not do adharma. See, in this scripture, it is said that non-violence is the biggest dharma. You should not fight. Isn't it? Is that going to happen? Yes or no? Kalki Bhagavan is going to finish those all wicked people, evils, devils who are present in Kali Yuga on this earth. So these are the incarnations. They all have come on this earth and they have fought. They had a war, they had a battle, they had a violence. Can we say that Kalki Bhagavan is doing violence, is committing sin? Can we say Lord Krishna has committed violence? Can we say Bhagavan Parshuram, Bhagavan Sri Ram, Bhagavan Narsimha, Bhagavan Vara, they have committed violence? Can we say that? And was that violence or not? How can we justify that it was violence or welfare? Now tell me, whatever all these gods, incarnations of God have done, violence, is that violence is an act of violence or welfare? Write in the chat box. Write in the chat box. I request everyone, write in the chat box. Is it violence or a welfare? Write in the chat box. Welfare, welfare. And I hope everybody will say it's a welfare, because God does, then it is welfare. If we do, then it's a violence. Wow. What a justice we have, isn't it? God can do anything, no? We can't do anything. Why is it so? Yes. Thank you very much for posting your answer in the chat box. Still, this question is alive. Is it violence or welfare? Of course, what God has done, it was purely not violence. It was purely a welfare for the humanity and welfare for future generations. Now, let us take 4-5 stories of the battle. Actually, see here, I don't want to put all these stories. It's not just a story, just a analysis that how do we perceive, how should we perceive war as, right? Let us take example of war of Mahabharat. We know how it happened, and you all know the story of Mahabharat, right? And it was one of the biggest battle of our nation, our country. And as we know that the cause of this war was the ego of Duryodhana. And this war took place, and combining both the armies, around 48 lakhs, 48 to 50 lakhs soldiers were participated in this battle, in this war of Mahabharat. For 18 days, this war was continued, and after 18 days, only 8 members were alive. How many? Only 8. Out of 48 lakhs, only 8 members were alive. Remaining all were dead. Such a very cruel, very dangerous war of Mahabharat was there. And it is written in the scripture in Mahabharat, when this battle was going on, literally the river of blood was flowing on the land of Kurukshetra, on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Such ferocious and very deadliest war of Mahabharat was there. Now, the question is this war of Mahabharat was a violence or a welfare? Think for a moment. Because today we are going to change our mindset towards violence and welfare. Violence is not like how we think, and welfare is not like how we think. It has another side also, which we never saw till now. And today we are going to see that another side, second side of violence and welfare. War of Mahabharat. Lord Krishna attempted to stop this war for how many times? 17 times. 17 times Lord Krishna has tried in different ways to stop this war, and finally it was impossible to stop. And then war was waged against Kaurava and Pandavas. Of course, it has big destructions. It was not an ordinary destruction. And war is actually, during the war, it is also very much dangerous, and after the war, also the situation occurs very dangerous. You just imagine 48 lakh soldiers died. Just imagine about their children, about their women, what they will do, and what other people will do with those orphan children, orphan women. It's not a small and ordinary cost. It's a huge cost of this war. But how do we justify? Was it violence or welfare? Another war of Ramayan. Bhagavan Sri Ram has fought against Ravan. Ravan has kidnapped Sitaji. Many people, they have tried to convince Ravan and ask him to send Sitaji back, but Ravan did not consider any option, anything. And this side, there are many wise people, they came to Bhagavan Sri Ram and they said that Oh God, you are God. You are so wise. You know, Ravan is ignorant devil. He will not understand, but you understand. And just for the sake of one woman, is it fair to fight? Sometimes, there are such kind of over 1.5 extra wise people will be there in the society, and they will give such kind of advice that Pakistan is not understanding. At least India should understand, isn't it? Pakistan is like that only, but why you also become like him? There would be there such kind of wise people. We can't say they are wise, but we can say sarcastic people, isn't it? So some such sarcastic wise people, they came to Bhagavan Sri Ram and they said that, oh God, Ravan is not understanding. Please, you understand. If battle will happen, then so many people will die. Unnecessary, why to die? Huh? We have a good life. Let us enjoy it. Anyways, Bhagavan Sri Ram did not say anything, because Bhagavan Sri Ram said that it is useless to open mouth before foolish people, isn't it? For one woman, for the honor of one woman, Bhagavan Sri Ram has fought against the entire demon's army of Ravan. Of course, it was an act of violence, but we can't say it was violence. We are going to conclude at last, after all these 4-5 war stories, we are going to conclude what we can say violence and what we can say welfare, how it depends upon, right? One more interesting, of course, Bhagavan Sri Ram had war, and this war actually was around 13 days, and within 13 days Bhagavan Sri Ram has finished all the demons and Ravan as well, and brought back Sitaji, and that's it. Now another battle I would like to say about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. When Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had victory on Raigad fort, right? Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has killed all those Muslim and Mughal soldiers and invaders. But after the victory, they all were sitting there, and one of the army commander, he brought something, and he came to Shivaji Maharaj and he said that, O King, as a gift on the occasion of this victory, I have brought something special for you. Shivaji Maharaj said, what is so special? Then he offered, we can't say offered, but he revealed a queen of that Mughal king. The moment Shivaji Maharaj saw that a woman, this person is brought for the gift, Shivaji Maharaj got angry on that commander and shouted on him and scolded him that, is this the identity of Maratha? This is not the identity of Maratha. This is not the identity of Hindus. We are Hindu. We are Maratha. We don't fight. We don't win these forts for exploitations of women. Now go and send her back to her residence, her native, with full respect. Even Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj also had these battles. That also was an act of violence. But while fighting with the enemies, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj did not give up his dharma, his character. He did not leave his dharma. Then World War II. Here is the big question. Really, was it a violence or welfare? Right? World War II, around 78 lakhs people died. 78 lakhs people, they died in World War II. Was it a violence or welfare? Very big question, right? You know the complete story of World War II, how many countries were involved, and who was the main person behind this World War II, Adolf Hitler, right? And the war between USA and Japan, 6th and 9th August 1945. What happened? This was the incident which shook the world, isn't it? It was between United States and Japan. United States have attacked with the nuclear bombs on Japan's two cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Around 210,000 people died with this nuclear attack. And who died? They were not the military. They were not the army people. They were the civilians. They were the ordinary human beings who doesn't care about what is going on in World War II. Those were the innocent people. They died in this nuclear attack. And who attacked? United States. Question is, was that violence or welfare? How many of you are with me in this conversation? Getting any clarity or having any kind of thoughts in your mind? Can you wave your hands so I understand that yes, you are with me? Can you wave your hands? Yes, yes. Thank you very much. Right. So now, what is the conclusion of all these examples which we have, right? Mahabharat war, war of Ramayan, Shivaji Maharaj. There are actually n number of examples for the battle, but just here few we have just discussed. World War II, and within World War II, this attack on Japan by USA. So are you ready for the conclusion? If you're ready with the conclusion, for the conclusion, just show me your thumb. Show me your thumb. If you are ready for the conclusion, show me your thumb. Get ready. What is called violence and what is called welfare? Here is the conclusion. I want everyone to read this. How many of you got this? Post your thumb in the chat box. How many of you got this conclusion and understood, and now you are able to relate all those wars and you are able to justify whether it's a violence or welfare? Post thumb in the chat box. Violence or welfare lies not in the action, but lies in the intention behind the action. Let us take example of Mahabharat war. Now you will understand clearly. Now keep this conclusion in your mind and relate with this war of Mahabharat. What was the intention behind this war? The intention behind this war was to establish dharma. For the establishment of dharma, Lord Krishna has waged this Mahabharat war, and that's why this war was not a violence. It was an act of welfare. But for whom? Only for Pandavas, not for Kauravas. For Kauravas, same battle is of violence. For Kauravas, same battle is a violence and same battle is sin. But for Pandavas, their intention was, they were not fighting for power. They were not fighting for wealth. They were not fighting for land. They were fighting for dharma. And that's why for Pandavas, Mahabharat war was an act of welfare. Whereas for Kauravas, because they were fighting for their ego. fighting for power, fighting for the land. And that's why for Kauravas, the same war was an act of violence. How many of you got this? Wave your hands. How many of you got clarity about this? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Next, Ramayan. Same. The intention of Bhagavan Sri Ram was, be it a single woman or thousands of women, but to protect their dignity, their honor, is dharma of Kshatriya. It was not a matter that it was the wife of Bhagavan Sri Ram, that's why Bhagavan Sri Ram has fought against Ravan. No. Even it would be someone else's wife, Bhagavan Sri Ram would have done the same. The intention of Bhagavan Sri Ram was dharma. If Ravan is alive, there are many women, they are not safe. And that's why Bhagavan Sri Ram has fought and killed Ravan. That was not the act of violence, that was an act of welfare. But for Ravan, it was an act of violence. Right? Next, Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj was not fighting against Mughal because Shivaji Maharaj wanted to have land, power or position. No. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was fighting against Mughal to protect dharma of our people and to save women from the exploitations. That was the intention of Shivaji Maharaj, and that's why they were fighting even though they were getting glory. They were not getting sin, they were getting punya. When Arjuna asked to Bhagavan Sri Krishna that if I will kill all these people, I will go to the hell. Lord Krishna said, no, not at all. If you will fight and win, you will enjoy the throne, you will enjoy the kingdom, you will enjoy the peace. But if you will die fighting in this war, you will not go to the hell, you will go to the heaven. Because you are fighting for the righteous cause. You are not fighting for the selfish cause. When cause is righteous, it is welfare. When cause is selfish, it is violence. Killing, that action doesn't define whether it's a violence or welfare. Intention behind the action defines whether it's a violence or welfare. And here is the big clarity. World War II was a violence or welfare. Write in the chat box. Based on our conclusion, based on our scriptural context, World War II was a violence or a welfare. Narendra sir says violence. What our Gurukul alumni says, violence. Harsha says violence. Violence. Okay. Violence, violence. And let me tell you, dear all Gurukul alumni and Gurukul team members, World War II, you all are absolutely right. It was an act of violence. Why? Nowhere was a noble and selfless cause, righteous cause. Everywhere there was a cause, either for the land, either for the wealth, either for the greed for power, all this. When the cause behind the war is selfish, materialistic, worldly, then it's an act of violence. World War II, why? Because of just one person's ego, one person's lust for the power, greed for the wealth, How many? 78 lakhs soldiers died. My God. It was a pure act of violence. Right? And that violence is too much costly for the ordinary people, ordinary human beings. Actually, these people, because of their ego, because of their greed, they wage the war, and who suffers? Ordinary civilians, people. And those ordinary people suffers, and that's why this is violence. Nuclear attack on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Was it violence or welfare? What was that? Write in the chat box. Violence. I want everyone to type in the chat box, because if you are not typing, it means you are not getting anything from this session, right? Your active participation is essential. Exactly, Surat sir, congratulations. Yes. Japan was having ego that I don't want to surrender and I don't care. Even whatever you do, I will look after. For them, it was brainwashed to their soldiers that fighting for the nation, dying for the nation is the glorious deed. So they are not ready for surrender. And here USA, of course, everybody were wanted to get Japan surrendering, but USA thought that till now nobody knows about this nuclear bomb, and we should be the one, and we should be the first to execute and show this supreme power, nuclear power. We should be the one. USA wanted to show their supreme power to all the countries, and that's why they have act with the nuclear bomb. They might have tried another options also, but ultimately those people were not the army people, soldiers. They were the innocent civilians. Act of violence. So violence and welfare is not like how we think it is like this. Violence or welfare lies not in the action, but in the intention. Conclusion is, if war is for land, for ego, or for greed, then it's violence. But if war is for dharma, for justice, and protection of the innocent, then it's a welfare. It's not just a welfare, it's an act of punya. That is what Lord Krishna said to Arjun, that Arjun, you got such a golden opportunity, that you got a chance to fight for this great cause, for the cause of dharma. That's why fighting for dharma is not just a welfare, it's an act of punya. It gives you salvation. So everything depends on our intention. Sometimes, some terrorists also are using guns, our soldiers also are using guns. Action is same. Then how can we acknowledge, how can we appreciate soldiers and not terrorists? Why? Just because of their intention. Action is happening same, intention is different. That's why one act of violence is glorified, is appreciative, and another act of violence is punishable, just because of their intention. Now the last question, which is very much important to know and conclude. Why war happens? Write in the chat box. Why war happens? What is the root cause of war? Nowadays also, one war is going on between India and Pak. What is the reason? Write in the chat box. Come on, wake up. Write in the chat box. What is the root cause of war? Why war happens? Vijay Kumar sir, congratulations. Nice. Yes, I want everyone to write in the chat box to get justice. Hate. Nischal. Hate. Good. Nice. Very good answer by Aditya as well. Right. To create disturbance in the established system and propagation of own ideas, maybe desire beyond limit to get the justice and supremacy. Okay. Dharma. Right. Thank you very much for your reply. My dear all devotees, there are three root cause of war. You can check any war that happen in the world. You may find any one of these three or all these three, and they are this. Number one is ego. Number two is lust for woman. And number three is greed for wealth, for power, for land. These three are the root cause. The cause of war is not outside, it is inside. And do you know who are the deadliest enemies in the world? These three are the deadliest enemy. Lust, ego, and greed are the deadliest, not deadliest, costliest enemies in the world. How much cost? You ask to Japan how much cost they have paid for their ego. Ego, lust, and greed are the deadliest and costliest enemies in the world. Pakistan is not the enemy. These are the enemies. And dear devotees, ultimately solution lies in spirituality. Until and unless people will not follow spirituality, until and unless people will not follow the path of dharma, war will be happening. And that's why Bhagavan Swaminarayan said, Pravartaniya sadvidya bhuvi yatsu krutam mahat. Propagate sadvidya across the globe. What does it mean? Bhagavan Swaminarayan did not say propagate sadvidya in India, in Bharat. No. Bhagavan Swaminarayan said propagate sadvidya means spiritual education. Sadvidya, Brahma Vidya. In Gurukul we teach Vidya, Sadvidya, Brahma Vidya, right? Sadvidya means not only Sadvidya, it includes Brahma Vidya as well. Propagate spirituality, propagate sanskar across the globe, not only in India. It must be spreading in other countries as well. And why not Pakistan? What if Pakistan adopt Swaminarayan Gurukul education system? Just imagine. What would be the picture and impression of Pakistan if Pakistan adopts Swaminarayan Gurukul education system? What do you say? Will Pakistan remain the same? Or will have a breakthrough transformation in Pakistan? Ultimately, it's about inner work. We can say inner engineering. How are you working within that kind of output we get outside? The ultimate solution is spirituality, faith in God, devotion of God, following path of dharma. Until and unless we are not moving towards that path, war will be on in the world. So, at last, we have concluded that solution lies in spirituality. If you want to stop the war in the future, then solution lies in spirituality. Solution lies in spiritual education. And that's what Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul does. Swaminarayan Gurukul doesn't just teach Vidya, modern education. Swaminarayan Gurukul teaches Sadvidya and Brahma Vidya so that we can prepare such powerful human beings with spirituality, with sanskar, and they can lead the world towards real welfare without violence. So we pray at the pious feet of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan. May Bhagavan Swaminarayan bless all of us that courage, that power to spread sanskar and spirituality across the globe. Mission of Sri Swaminarayan Gurukul across the globe, even in Pakistan as well. And we spread the real peace and welfare without violence in the world. Thank you. Jai Swaminarayan. Now, if any devotees, any Gurukul alumni would like to ask the question, you can